The laundry is still on the bed. There's a pile on the kitchen counter that has been there for 3 days. Not because it's heavy, not because it's urgent, just because every time you look at it, something inside you quietly closes. You walk through the door after a long day, and instead of exhaling, your eyes start moving. The dishes, the corner with the bags, the surface that somehow collects things no one ever put there intentionally. You didn't make a mess. Life just kept happening. But the weight of it doesn't feel small. Maybe you've tried the bins, the baskets, the color-coded labels that felt so promising at the store. And a few weeks later, everything looked exactly the same. Not because you failed, because something in this equation was always missing. There is another way to live inside your own home. Not a perfect way, not an extreme one, just a quieter one. Imagine arriving home and the first thing you feel is not a list. Imagine a Saturday morning that doesn't start with dread. A kitchen counter that you pass without your shoulders tensing. Not because everything is immaculate, because the space itself has stopped working against you. That feeling has a name. And this video is about how to find your way back to it. Stay until the last principle. It is the smallest one and it tends to change the most. In Japanese, there is a word, anshin. It doesn't translate perfectly. The closest version is something like peace of mind or the relief of safety. But anshin is more physical than that. It is the feeling of your nervous system unclenching. The moment your body recognizes, I am safe here, I can rest here, this place is mine. Your home was meant to give you anshin. Not when it's clean, not when it's organized, always. And when it doesn't, the problem is rarely the mess itself. The problem is the absence of something your home was supposed to hold for you. The first thing that steals anshin is what the Japanese call makeri mono. Objects that look back at you. Every surface that holds something you haven't decided about is a small, silent demand on your attention. The bag you haven't put away, the paper you haven't dealt with, the gift you don't really like but feel too guilty to release. Individually, none of these things are heavy. Together, they create a constant low-frequency noise inside your home. A hum your nervous system never fully stops hearing. You don't need to solve every corner today, but pick one surface. One. And ask yourself, does everything here have a reason to be here? Not a sentimental obligation, not a maybe someday, a real reason. That question, asked once a week about one small area, begins to change the tone of a room in ways that feel disproportionate to the effort. The second thief of anshin is the fantasy of the system that will finally fix everything. You've probably bought at least one organizer that didn't organize your life. The problem was never the product. It was that the system it promised was designed for an imaginary version of a day with equal energy every morning, consistent time every evening, and no unexpected anything. Real days are not like that. Real days have sick children and last-minute plans and the kind of exhaustion that makes even a simple decision feel impossible. A home that restores anshin isn't maintained by willpower. It's maintained by a structure that adapts to the day you are actually having. If the question, where do I even start, ever paralyzes you, that's not a character flaw. That is a design problem. And design problems have solutions. If you've been looking for something that removes that paralysis, there is a tool in the first pinned comment worth seeing. It's called Cozy Home Builder. Answer a few questions. Get a personalized home plan in seconds, built around your available time, your energy, and what your home needs each day. The third principle is one the Japanese call ma, the space between things. In music, ma is the silence between notes. In a room, ma is the empty surface, the breathing wall, the drawer that isn't completely full. Most people fill every available space because it feels like use. But a room without ma doesn't breathe. And a room that doesn't breathe becomes a room you want to leave. You don't need a larger home. You need more intentional emptiness inside the one you have. One cleared counter, one drawer with a little room left in it, one wall with nothing on it. These are not wasted spaces. They are the pauses that allow everything else to feel calm. The fourth principle has no grand name. It is simply the idea of maintenance as a daily whisper rather than a weekly shout. Most people clean in crises. The bathroom gets a real clean when it becomes hard to ignore. The kitchen counter gets dealt with when guests are coming. The result is that cleaning always feels enormous, always feels urgent, always feels like a defeat you are recovering from. Small maintenance done regularly is almost invisible. 2 minutes wiping a surface. 1 pass through a room before bed. A quick check on the things that tend to drift. None of these feel like cleaning, but they prevent the accumulation that turns anshin into its opposite. The home maintenance tracker included in the first pinned comment is built exactly around this idea, separating tasks by daily, weekly, monthly, and seasonal rhythms, so nothing becomes a crisis. Before we close, there is something worth saying honestly. The reason your home overwhelms you is not that you are disorganized. It is not that you don't care. It is that you have been trying to maintain a space using systems designed for someone else's life, someone else's energy, someone else's version of a good day. Anshin is not something you earn through effort. It is something you design for. A home that gives you peace is not a reward for being perfectly disciplined. It is what happens when the space and the routines inside it are finally built around the person who actually lives there, with the actual days she actually has. Everything in this video has been pointing toward one simple truth. You don't need a cleaner home. You need a home that feels safe to come back to. Cozy Home Builder was made for exactly this. Answer a few simple questions and get a personalized home plan designed for your day in less than a minute. No guilt, no perfectionism, no staring at the mess wondering where to begin. It includes the home maintenance tracker as well, which separates recurring tasks by rhythm so that nothing accumulates into overwhelm. You will stop feeling like you are always behind. You will start feeling like the home is working with you, not waiting to be managed. Scan the QR code on the screen or find it in the first pinned comment. It's there right now, and the next time you walk through your door, may the first thing you feel be anshin.